GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
I was thrilled. In fact, the day he called me, I couldn't believe. And first thing I said to him was that tick mark of my bucket list today. Yeah, that I've got you calling me and I've come for this.
Is it true that your grandmom actually wanted to get you married? And at that,
Yes,
we were
yes.
in that.
I said, no ways. I need to work in films. उसके बाद सब बातें करना मुझसे, but not that. I didn't want to get married at all. After a time, it doesn't feel bad about not making it to the heroine part of it. Unless, of course, Aradhana, the heroine का role ऐसा है. Mother India,
Yeah.
when the heroine is doing so much. Pakiza, when the heroine is doing so much. Those films are very rare.
Have you worked with insecure people?
So many. Don't ask me to name them.
You
If they felt it wasn't needed in their film, I have no say in that matter now. Of course, the hurt is there. That, I would be restless at night, feel bad about it. But that's it. Next day is a different day.
When did you realize that this is the person I want to spend my life with?
I was playing the lead in that film and he was the hero opposite me. The name of the film was, ironically, Jeevan Rekha.
Yeah.
जहाँ रेखाएं मिल गई अल्लाह का शुक्र है. So this man was very different from the leading men I was working with at those times. He opened up, he was talking about all kinds of things. And I liked the way he spoke to me, I liked the way he talked. Very different from the rest. And at the end of the party, he asked me if I would marry him. Imagine. Look at the guts. But then destiny is destiny. I fell in love with the man I married. I'm happy about that.
The person who respected you so much, which was your husband, was it difficult at that point?
Very difficult. But one learns to deal with it. And as far as Yasin is concerned, I think I've got the best in the world. He's the best son in the world.
Today is actually a very, very special day. It's almost like a childhood dream coming true for me. For any child born in the 70s, 80s, 90s, the imagery of an ideal mom has been her. She's an artist whose lineage and whose career spans across 5 decades and more. And till date, the warmth is still the same. Welcoming Farida Jalalji in conversation with me only on Galata India's new chat show, Date with a Legend. And I can't wait to begin this date with you because I think this is the best date I've ever been on. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you, Beta. Thank you, Nan. Thank you for this warm, very, very warm welcome and so many nice things being said about me. I'm thrilled.
But I have to, because मेरी मम्मी बहुत पीटेगी क्योंकि अगर मैंने ये नहीं किया. Because I have to start with your blessings. Because to all of us, ma'am, you've been an emotion. And you can sense it. You've spoken to some of my friends also. Bhavna is a very good friend of mine. And I saw that interview. It was so lovely. It was so heartwarming. How do you take in the response that is coming across generations? 5 decades and more of just art.
I'm a little emotional person वैसे. तो देखो अभी भी हो रहा है. I get emotional first of all. I'm so grateful for all the love because I consider that the biggest treasure in this world is when you get true love and respect. उससे बड़ी कोई चीज़ नहीं. So.
But ma'am, हम तो आपको देख के बड़े हुए हैं. Actually, if this entire show is dedicated to my parents because one fine day they told me that what is the point of you doing anything if you don't do something where we can see people who we have grown up watching, who we have always loved. There's nobody who's doing it and it's so sad. Did you ever feel that for the few years in between when you came at the screening of Hira Mandi, everybody went gaga. It's like, oh my God, first public appearance after so many years. But for so many years, after being an emotion, when the media almost like forgot you, did that ever hurt you? Because you said it, you're emotional, I want to ask you.
Yeah, it's like, but actually who's to blame? Me, myself. Because I shy away. I don't make those appearances. I don't go out when I feel I don't have to. There has to be an inner voice who says to me, Hira Mandi was part and parcel of my journey. And what a lovely part and parcel of that journey. A very special part and parcel because I look up to the man who's made it, Mr. Bhansali. Immense respect and love for the man. That's how I was thrilled. In fact, the day he called me, I couldn't believe. And first thing I said to him was that tick mark of my bucket list today. Yeah, that I've got you calling me and I've come for this. So wholeheartedly, I've done Hira Mandi. It was a beautiful experience. So that was also because of that. And otherwise, as I was saying, I keep away myself. I don't believe in being everywhere and anywhere. I need to pick and choose where I want to go and need to go. So that's me. I'm to blame more than anybody else.
When you said that, Hira Mandi came to you,
Yeah.
but before that, you've been a driving force in so many films, even like across generations.
Have I?
That audience will tell you. Have you seen the comments on the other two interviews that you have already given? Sometimes I feel like he should go and make you read those comments. People are saying, oh my god, we missed her, where has she been, she was so lovely. And over the call,
Yeah.
I want to say this to the audiences, that when we were discussing about this interview, and this was pre Hira Mandi, because I had watched 8 episodes of Hira Mandi, and I had called you.
Yes.
And I told you that in a world where everybody has some agenda and so manipulative, is so grey, you are the only character that exudes warmth. And it's always been that.
How lovely. In fact, I always wanted to be what you're saying, all of these things. Always wanted to be all of these things and nothing less and nothing more. So I'm so grateful to Allah and all of you lovely people who keep me in their hearts and so much of respect and love. I appreciated that. With all my heart, I appreciate that.
Faridaji, you were a true blue artist. Do you remember the first time when you actually really felt that मुझे यही करना है?
Oh, from the day I was born, I think. Honest to God. I was a little girl in school. And when they said the functions, school ke functions, I was a boarding school in Panchgani. It was St. Joseph's Convent, run by nuns. I
Yeah.
used to love my nuns. In fact, I thought I'll become a nun at the end of it. I was so much in love with the nuns who looked after me. And 9, 10 years in one school. Finished all my schooling and walked into the industry. I didn't go to college. I didn't have the time and the energy and even the willingness to go anywhere into. I just jumped into films and dying to act, because when I was in the convent and they used to have these functions, various functions, and Panchgani people were all attending our functions. All the school boys and school girls were coming to our functions with their teachers and all. I was doing the Indian dance always in those functions. Indian dance by Farida. My name is Farida Sami, actually.
Yeah.
It's not Farida Jalal.
Yeah.
It's Farida Sami. And the Indian dance, I used to love to read that on the program thing. Oh, I used to really love to read that, and wholeheartedly I would do those songs. My nuns were very particular. They used to say, जो आप गाने कर रहे हो, dance कर रहे हो जिस गानों पे, you have to tell us the meaning of these songs. You're not going haywire, na? You're not doing something dirty, na? So I had to explain to them lyrics, as to translate them in English and ask them for the permission if I can do this, and then they would pick and choose and say, you can dance on this, you cannot dance on that. It was lovely, but I should keep dancing in all my school
Discipline.
functions. How? So that's where the thing began, actually, right in my school days.
I was going to come to the fact that your name is actually not Farida Jalal.
Yes.
When did you think of changing the name?
This was my grandmother was alive, and she was a little not very happy about my father. They are divorced
Yeah.
when I was barely 2. So how would the mother feel about her daughter being divorced? And Khalid and Farida, were 2 children. My brother's Khalid,
Yes.
a little older to me, and just it was Nani, Mummy. I didn't have a father in my life ever. So she was a little hurt about that, and she didn't like the name, his name after all. So when I was entering films, we had sent a form for the Filmfare Talent Contest. You have to fill forms and send them across. That form never reached the Times of India. I was talking to people, and there's no response. Which form? What is your name? The guy on the panel was talking to me. So I said, Nani, mera form hi nahi pahuncha wahan tak. Change the name. So I said, really? That's what she said to me. Change the name. I said, no, but he's my father. No, but change the name. Just for the film industry, change the name. Chalo. नाम तो पूरा बदलते हैं लोग. Yusuf Khan is Dilip Kumar.
Yes.
And Mumtaz is Madhubala. So you do. I said, no, I will not change my name ever. I said, okay, but just change your surname. So then she suggested Jalal, and I stuck to it, and it worked.
Did you ever miss your father? Because you, like you said, that your parents were divorced when you were only 2 years old.
Yeah.
Did you even make sense of it when you were growing up? Because sometimes when you already know you have had those memories and then you don't have them, it can hurt you differently. But when you are so young and it happens, did you have any memories? Do you recall?
No, because I was so young when it happened, as you think. How right you are. But let me tell you, my grandmother was a very, very, very powerful, very strong lady. And she fitted the slot of the father so well. So well. Of course, when you see other families and your school girls, their fathers come along to meet them and all of that, you do feel a little something somewhere. Of course, that will always be there. But then it was not that he was not in touch. After I was a young lady when out of the blue he called and my mother said, he was very ill, he wanted to meet me. And my mother said, he's your father, Farida, go. She was the largest hearted woman in the world, my mother. She was the best. And so I did. I didn't want to go though. I said, no, mommy, I don't want to. She said, no, you must go. In fact, I remember when I got married and the cards were being printed for my marriage, she said, his name has to be on that card. He's your father. You have to write, no, son, my daughter of this, so you have to give his name as well. So she's so large-hearted, such a beautiful lady. My mother was the best. Well, then we did that, and so that remained till he died. I did go to meet him quite a few times.
But did you hold that against him in your heart ever?
That I think anybody would, because he had to look at us at least once. He didn't look back. He went on to marry another lady, a very, very nice lady. He had more children with her, about 5, 6 of them, mashallah. And they're all very nice. We're like a family now.
Yeah.
After they've all gone away, now we meet. They all call me Appa with such affection. And I like calling them, meeting them. I like that.
You know, I'll tell you something. It's so strange that sometimes I look at my mom and I know what, like, I've also grown up listening to stories that she must have faced. And my mom and dad went against their own families to get married.
Oh.
So initially there was no acceptance. There was a lot of bad days that they have seen. I have not, unfortunately, seen it. Like, fortunately, I've not seen it, but I've heard of them. And I always asked my mom and dad that how is it that despite all these things, you're still so nice to the same people? And till the last day that they were there on this in this world, my mom and dad have actually relentlessly done things for them. I think it takes a large heart to be that. I think you are that person.
Absolutely. Not that I'm that person, but it takes a large heart, no doubt. No doubt, it takes a large heart.
But at the same time, you know, is it true that your grandmom actually wanted to get you married? And at that, we were in that, you know, that उस ज़माने में तो लोग ऐसे होते थे कि एक टाइम के बाद सच में शादी ब्याह के बाद हो जाती थी.
बिल्कुल. When I finished my schooling, the first thing she said to me, get married. इतने अच्छे पैगाम आए हैं आपके लिए, get married. I said, no ways, I need to work in films. उसके बाद सब बातें करना मुझसे, but not that. I didn't want to get married at all. So I just walked into that film talent contest, and by God's grace, I was chosen a finalist. And the Filmfare people presented us as winners on the stage at their award function. And that was the best entry into films, don't you think?
Absolutely. तकदीर की बात होती है और आपकी पहली फिल्म की नाम
तकदीर ही.
Yeah.
Ironical, yeah.
You know, is it true that after you actually were you were a finalist on that talent contest, you apparently had to meet 12 producers together to audition for them?
Because it was the producers' talent contest, the United Producers Talent Contest, it was called that. And they had 11, the United Producers meant those 12 members in that. And the biggest directors and producers of those days were those 12. Oh Lord. So when you when we were giving the test and giving some dialogue to deliver in front of them, it was like facing 12 cameras at one time. It was something. Oh God. But then I had it all. Dying to go.
Absolutely. But how many people actually reached out to you after that?
I think quite a few. Because when I went to that building, I remember the day, so many girls and boys were sitting. And then the chosen few, of course, Kaka was, Rajesh Khanna was amongst the male, I was amongst the female. And we did a film together after that.
Yeah. And you played his fiance in it.
Imagine, yes.
But initially, is it true also that because he was, of course, he had reached a certain level of success in his career by then, is it true because you were a ranked newcomer, he initially refused to work with you?
No, he didn't refuse to work with me at all. He had no guts to say that was Shakti Samanta. Shakti Samanta was a big name. And Aradhana ke baad hi wo bane superstar, beta. Aradhana ke time tak nahi the. But he knew, he was feeling you come to know, the actor comes to know that I'm now reaching some heights. So he was there and he was a little impatient and lagged with me, which rubbed me the wrong way. And everybody else was so kind on the set. Shakti Da, Rinku Di, I call her Rinku Di with lots of love and respect, Sharmila Ji. And she was very, very protective, very loving, always there for me, stand in front. Yeah, I'll never forget Sharmila Ji's graciousness, really. But I was fine. But I made it very clear I don't like you very much. I made that very clear to the man, which I'm sorry for, because
No, why should you
we
be sorry
became
for being
such good
honest?
friends
Yeah.
after the release of the film. The film went on to become a silver jubilee and a golden jubilee, and my God, Aradhana was a super duper hit.
But you've gone on to do many more films with him.
No, what did I do?
With Sharmila ji, you've done
What? Amar Prem.
Amar Prem?
Just a guest appearance, which
Yeah.
Shakti Dham asked me to do. I said, of course, with all my love.
Yeah. But how was you bonding with Sharmila ji on the set?
Always loved her, as I'm telling you. She was so protective, always on my side, no matter what I said. No, she's right. Yeah, she was always for me, and I'll never forget that. Very lovely,
Initially,
very sweet.
because you already knew him from
Yeah.
the talent hunt.
Contest.
Yeah.
But he hardly spoke on those days. We were all so tensed up and so nervous, sitting in our places, waiting for the call to come and our tests to happen. So we hardly talked, in fact.
But did it hurt you when he was behaving like that?
Of course it did. Won't it?
Of course.
Of course it did. I was, this is my second or third film. Taqdeer was my first, then Baharon Ki Manzil, then Aradhana Gopi I was doing simultaneously. So it was.
Everybody asks you, you could have played a lead, and why were you reduced to character roles? Why did you choose them? But ma'am, my question is a little different. When people ask you that, they genuinely feel that, like if I ask you, I genuinely feel that you are worthy of everything. Does that give you greater happiness?
Of course. The very fact, beta, that even now and even before, every interview
Yeah.
would start with this line. How is that? How is that you didn't make it as the heroine? How is that you were not given lead roles? How is that? Mission accomplished. Hai ki nahi?
Absolutely.
If it's hurting you more than me, it's a big question mark in your questionnaire, the first question.
Absolutely. Because I also saw those, and it is so strange that I think people around you who have witnessed you as a person, as an artist, they also feel the same way
Yeah.
about you.
How sweet. How lovely. Good, na?
But as an artist,
Since
today you've had 50 plus years, but when you're so young, and like you said, and like I can of course make out that you were raring to go, you were
Absolutely.
fearless.
Absolutely.
Did it hurt you back then?
Of course, it did make me feel, okay, why am I not getting those parts? Of course. It's not normal to not feel that, of course I would. But then in my little place, whatever screen time I was given, if I was doing really very well and walking with all the awards for those films, it was very rewarding, and I didn't feel that anymore after that. And the people gave me so much of love and a place for myself, a little niche which I made for myself in sisters' roles or now in mothers' roles. I think that's enough for an actor. After time, it doesn't feel bad about not making it to the heroine part of it. Unless, of course, Aradhana, the heroine ka role aisa hai, Mother India,
Yeah.
when the heroine is doing so much, a Pakiza, when the heroine is doing so much. Those films are very rare. The girls were only singing songs. That's
But
all
you
they
were
did.
not doing that. You were actually like,
And getting the better parts, carrying the story forward, your characters carrying the story forward, nothing better than that.
have you worked with insecure people?
So many. Don't ask me to name them. I
You don't
won't.
have a name, but how difficult was it for
Even
you
today.
to live through those many months
Yeah.
with them? Have they ever like gotten your roles reduced?
I won't know that. How could I tell? No, I don't think so. But yeah, sometimes you do feel when you see the film first trial, the first preview, and you know that those scenes that you have done are not there. They've been cut. They have their reasons, because after all, it's their story, it's their film. They have their reasons. ये लंबा चल रहा था, ये नहीं चल रहा था, ये नहीं हो रहा था. So we had to do it. We have no say in that matter, na beta.
But have you ever like spoken up for yourself and said that you must have felt कि ये क्यों काटा? This was so good.
Should I say that?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
I was so good. This was so good. No. It's up to them. If they felt it wasn't needed in their film, I have no say in that matter now. Of course, the hurt is there. That I would be restless at night, feel bad about it. But that's it. Next day is a different day.
But the biggest smiles hold the deepest wounds. That's how they say.
Well said. Well said. Yeah.
And how did you deal with that? Like, it's okay if you don't speak about your emotions out in front of media, in front of people. But is there an internal method that you always had to deal with those days?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It happens with every actor, I think, not only me. It happens with so many actors, so many actors. We've discussed and talked on the sets, and I know many people have gone through this. It's part and parcel of this profession. You take it or leave it.
But how did you deal with that internally?
You're looking at me now. I'm as happy as ever. Aren't you?
But that's what I said, that the happiest hearts hold the deepest wounds.
Yeah, sometimes, not always. I'm a happy person at the end of it all. Let me tell you, I loved my work and I got so much to do. So many awards and acclaim.
Yes.
And the kind of love, the kind of respect. In fact, to earn this much that I've earned, I've done too little. I want to do lots more. Really.
Did you, which is that film that you think that is lesser spoken about in your career, but to you it means a lot?
I think I've been very lucky, beta. The roles that I felt I've done well, given my all to it. I got awards for those roles.
Yeah.
So it's been very rewarding this way or that. So I can't be more grateful to the creator that I've been given enough, I think. In my small capacity, wherever I'm in the industry today, I've achieved so much. And most of all is the love and the respect I see in the eyes of people who love me, who run towards me wherever I'm at the airport or at a mall or on the flight. So that's the biggest reward, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because I, like I said, everybody watching this video will tell you, and you,
Yeah.
if you go and read, I think you are an emotion that has been an emotion to all of us, like across generations. And that's the best thing that can happen to an artist.
Any act, absolutely.
To be relatable to so many generations.
Absolutely.
And but there was also a time when you did fall in love and you took a break almost. Now, how did you meet? You met. I know that you met him on the sets of a film.
Yeah.
When did you realize that this is the person I want to spend my life with?
Well, the proposal was from his side, and we were done a film together. I was not getting many lead roles. I was playing the lead in that film, and he was the hero opposite me. The name of the film was, ironically, Jeevan Rekha.
Yeah.
जहाँ रेखाएं मिल गई अल्लाह का शुक्र है. And he was of my kind. First and foremost, when I met him on the sets of Jeevan Rekha, he used to be very aloof. Perhaps he was insecure. He was not the regular hero kind of a person, boisterous and loud. No, he wasn't. He wasn't. He was very into his own. He would sit in a corner and read a book. And I used to tell my mother, all the other co-actors are all around me. So this man was very different from the leading men I was working with at those times. They were all over me, all laughing, joking, chucking. This man would sit in a corner with a book. So tell my mother, my God, how proud is this man? Just look at him. What does he think of himself? He doesn't even talk to us. He's always in that corner with his book. He was insecure, perhaps himself. He was a shy person, actually,
Yeah.
that the Resab was. So the first time I was not liking him at all. Imagine I fell in love with the man. Imagine. So that's destiny. That's destiny. That's destiny.
How did
In
the
fact,
tide
the
change?
question came from him. He had this in his heart, and he loved me from day one, is what he says. And he was a little not too sure of how to put it across. Then we met at a party at the Sun and Sand. They used to have the New Year parties normally there, and I was there with my mother, and he walked in with the producer, and he came and sat with me because we had worked. We had done 2 schedules of Jeevan Rekha at that time. So we knew each other, of course, very well. He came and sat with me and we talked, and I said, wow. He opened up, he was talking of all kinds of things. And I liked the way he spoke to me, I liked the way he talked. Very different from the rest. And at the end of the party, he asked me if I would marry him. Imagine. Look at the guts. In fact, that's how I sat up. ऐसा भी होता है? He asked me very nicely, would you like to marry me? I would love to marry you. Will you think about it? I said, I will. And we went home. After that, we met during the shooting of the remaining of the film and all of that. And I did get attracted to the man. I liked him. He was very different, very sober, very different, very opposite of what I am. I think opposites attract when they say. My case is one of those, really, because I began to, the respect came more than the love.
Yeah.
I think that's the way we took this relationship. It was more of respect first, and then, of course, ultimately love.
Yeah, and absolutely so, because like you said, that when you were working in your prime, even if you don't want to name, you can name also. How many people actually came up to you saying that they really like you and they really would like to have a relationship with you. Has that ever happened?
Then let that be. It will be embarrassing for everybody.
No, not at all.
No, but no. Yeah, there have been people who have wanted to say that question of marriage, but then destiny is destiny. I fell in love with the man I married. I'm happy about that.
And then you decided to, as an artist, it's so difficult to even think of taking a break from what they love doing. And you've always loved and wanted to do this.
Yeah.
In the beginning, when you decided to shift, I think for almost 7-8 years.
But there were many reasons, beta, at that time. At that point of time, the 70s, the late 70s, mid 70s onwards, the era of multi-starrers had begun. Do you see? So the hero and the heroine supporting me, हम हमेशा होते थे. The second girl, second hero के opposite, या तो whatever. In those days, हमारे roles Neetu ji was doing or Parveen Babi was doing. The first was always a Hema Malini. The second girl was a Parveen Babi or a Neetu. So what was left for us to do then? Hardly anything. And the girl opposite the comedian of the film, I never did it. I never said yes to that, ever. Many of us were there. Because I always felt the girl who was opposite the comedian, Mahmood Saab was in those times, Johnny Bhai at that time, and whatever. They were given nothing to do. Yeah. They had nothing to do. They had to sing a song or two with the comedian because they were opposite him. But nothing else. Nothing was given to them to do. I was always refraining. I would say a polite no to those kind of roles. I wanted something, some meat. Otherwise, I would say no to the film. Though if we seen it, I'll jump. Otherwise, I will not do the film. So what was remaining was nothing worthwhile. I had taken awards for films like Paris and A Majboor and all of that. So I was on my own little pedestal. So I didn't want to get off that. So it was very convenient. Marriage happened at the right time, in fact. And I walked away. Then he started his business in Bangalore.
Yeah.
That's when he said, I'll have to shift. I said, yeah, fine. So I left my family behind, my film industry behind, everything behind, and walked into his life. And my son was born at that time. It was the best phase of my life at that time, I felt. I didn't miss out on anything. In fact, I got something better. So I was very, very happy. And as I always say, thank God, I've seen all the shades of life, having seen all of this, and then a housewife, hosting parties for my husband, his group of friends, his family. It was a different world and a beautiful world.
And you still have the friends from Bangalore?
Of course. I made such good friends in Bangalore. I have to say this. I remember them and how we're still on the phone and they're just waiting for me to come. I haven't been to Bangalore for quite a few years. So the love, the affection, the way they call me all the time, when are you coming? It's a little extended family of mine in Bangalore, in fact.
That's true.
So I love that.
But did you miss movies in those years?
I did. In fact, while getting ready for a party, as I was saying earlier in some other interview, when I was getting ready for a party and decorating myself and wearing this, look at myself, really? That's it? That's all I've done in films. Have I really left it? I would ask myself, look at the reflection and ask myself, that was all. But it wasn't to be. He had something else.
Ma'am, but when, Farida ji, you said that you missed movies, but then there was Henna. Yeah. And I think Rishi sir was also instrumental in pulling you back from that sabbatical that you had taken. What was the call like? I want to know that. How did the offer come? The
message came through my brother. He had begun working with the RK thing as an associate director on Hina. So Khalid came to Bangalore and told me that they want this. There were many male characters in the script in Hina and in her family and everything. So it was Chintu ji who said, let's make one character female. There's so many male characters in Hina's this. So they converted one character. She could be a medicine woman and this Hakim kind. And let her be a female instead of a male. So that's how they thought of this. And then they thought of me, especially Chintu. And he said, why not Farida? And so he said, she's in Bangalore and she's very happy, enjoying her family life. She's got a bacha and all. So no, but we have to take the offer to her, give it to her, tell her that. And so I talked to my husband And I said, well, he had heard it all from Khalid. So he said, why not this film? So you have to do Farida, go. You have to do it. Because the brothers, the RK boys,
Yes.
the Dabbu, Chintu, Chimpu, all of them were like family opposite, absolute family. And I have a little special place in my heart for Chintu always, right from the Bobby days.
Yes.
We had a connect. I really miss him. I really loved him. I love Dabbu
Yeah.
also, Chintu, all of them. And the way they looked after me when I said yes to Hina. And my mother was there with Yasin. Yasin was such a small little thing. And he used to put him in his lap and play with him, Chintu. So I have some lovely memories. And I miss Chintu.
When you shot with him in Bobby,
Yeah.
that was the first time I think
Yeah,
you
first
guys
time.
worked together.
Yeah.
How was he on the set? Like people, I recently met Ridhima, and of course nobody would know better than
Yeah,
them.
of course.
And she said, and I agree, if he loved somebody, that person एक बार तो उनसे scolding पर ही है. तो आपको भी पड़ी है कभी?
Always. You know, Chintu and me were like, yeah. Whatever he had in his heart was, इतना transparent इंसान भी कोई नहीं होगा. If he doesn't like you, it's very obvious he doesn't like you. And if he loves you, that's also very obvious. So I shared a lot with him. If I would send a little message on the phone, he would reply 10 times more. He would write more things so wholeheartedly, you know. So beautiful, so beautiful. Well, it was beautiful then he was around. I need to meet Neetu. I haven't met her. I need to do that. Anyways.
Was it difficult for you when you heard of?
Yeah, very. But I used to send him messages on the phone and tell him that I'm praying for him. And he was better, we heard. So it was so heartening to know that he's come back, he's better. And then suddenly,
Yeah, it relapsed.
God's will.
But you know, when you speak about grief, you faced grief a few years ago as well, a few decades ago, when you lost the person who respected you so much, which was your husband. Was it difficult at that point?
Very difficult. But one learns to deal with it. What cannot be cured has to be endured. That's it.
How did you manage with, because your son was really young at that point as well, and he was just growing up.
Absolutely. College.
Yeah.
But we managed. We are a strong twosome.
Yeah.
He and me. Yeah, honest to God. And as far as Yasin is concerned, I think I've got the best in the world. He's the best son in the world. Really. Absolutely.
And you're the best human being, mother in the world.
I hope so.
You are.
But yeah, God has really given me the biggest treasure, my son.
I want to give you a hug. I don't know.
Sweetheart. You're also a son. God bless you.
But you are the best.
Sorry, this is part and parcel of me, okay?
That's okay.
I'm always crying and laughing.
GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.